The dream is real. Yeah! Can I get a standing ovation for the authentic voice of culture? We are TKBS, and I am your lifestyle specialist, Kenny Burns.
And I am Kendra Taylor.
It's Dr. Sugar, y'all. How y'all doing?
Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all.
Don't be trying to take my line.
No, I love your line, because it's hey, y'all, or nothing. Kendra, how you doing, beautiful? The sex worker voice is back, child. What's going on? How was your weekend?
Yeah, right. I'm good. Had a great weekend. Just tired. I'm wore out. I'm tired.
Yeah. A lot of sex over there at the mansion, huh?
No, a lot of money making over here.
Period.
Oh, okay.
That's what
all right.
we do.
Said you was wore out, child. I was just wishing some pleasant thoughts for you. Dr. Sugar, how was your weekend, baby?
First of all, let's scoot back, because Kenny Burns just be saying whatever explicit thoughts come to his mind. Y'all don't listen to nothing he say until he talking about stuff that's factual and actual. Okay?
Unhinged for Jesus.
Oh, Lord. I don't know why you keep putting my Jesus in this. I just don't
Because
get
he's
it.
with me. He's with me at all times.
Dear Lord, baby Jesus.
Dear Lord, baby Jesus.
Okay. Now, my weekend was pretty good. I was all over the place. I had to go to Louisville because my best friend lost her mom unexpectedly, so we did that. She is such a soldier, Brittany. I love you. Praying for you. And then I came back and I needed my cup refilled a little bit. Tried to go to tailgate at Tennessee State University. The people started fighting. It was a stampede.
What?
My folks got hurt. I don't know what kind of agility I have built up going to the gym, but I didn't fall. It was people on top of people. I didn't fall. I was jumping over people like I was,
In shape.
But yeah, it was a lot. And some other stuff happened during the day, but it did not happen on the campus of Tennessee State University. So prayers to all of those people that were affected. And it was a good weekend though, other than that.
Yeah, but what are we doing at these homecomings? This is the place where we rejoice, reconnect, you know what I'm saying? Reignite old relationships. You feel me? What is going on with the child? God bless everybody at TSU. I'm on the way Howard homecoming, and we will not have none of this foolishness. You hear me? I don't want no problems in my city. I'm just telling you now, this is a love fest. It's the 100th anniversary of the football game, and we must stay focused, y'all. But y'all want to know how my weekend was gone, Sugar? Because I don't want to hear Kendra.
Really?
I love you.
How was your weekend, Kenny Burns?
I am so glad you asked me pleasantly and that Kendra didn't get in your way. Child, listen, let me tell y'all one thing about showing up for your people, man. Jessica Jams and I went to the Rich Foundation Gala this past weekend, and big shout out to my man Poncho. If y'all don't know who Poncho is, you know him from the world famous Breakfast at Bonnie's. And the man is just a cold vibe, man. He's my partner, known him for over 2 decades, and he's doing things for the underserved kids in these communities, man. We don't have after school programs no more. We don't have, options for kids. It's be outside and just be outside. They not in no basketball courts. They ain't in no gymnasium. So big shout out to Poncho and what he's doing with the Rich Life Foundation. Big shout out to his beautiful wife, April, as well. We showed up and showed out for my partner, Neon. And ladies and gentlemen, big shout out to April Love. I had an opportunity to host the Pink Awards. The Pink Awards was created by April Love because she is now a 13-year breast cancer survivor. So we're going to go and give her a round of applause. Love her in real life. Had an opportunity to host alongside Coley Cole, a.k.a. Carl Payne, the legend from Martin. Did y'all realize Martin was only 5 seasons?
It seemed like it was on forever.
I swear to God, right?
It seemed like it was at least 10.
Yeah, because it still plays 30 years later, but 5 seasons is all they had. That genius level comedy, one of the best, most historic sitcoms in our history, was only 5 years. But anyway, I had the opportunity to sit with these amazing, beautiful cancer survivors. Child, get that picture up on there, hold that picture. And we had a time. I was over there cracking jokes with them, so big shout out to those beautiful ladies. And I got off stage, y'all, and I just want to say rest in peace to Wanda Smith. Wanda Smith is a legend in radio. When I had the opportunity to start my radio career, Wanda was the co-host of the Frank and Wanda Morning Show. And Franksky was a big advocate for me coming to radio. I had created Beehive FM with Mike Johnson, and I went up against Ryan Cameron to show them that I was ready for radio. And Frank was like, we need him in here. So long story short, he was going to be leaving soon. He said, and I quote, I only want Kenny Burns hosting the morning show. So I was alongside Wanda for, I think it was 10 weeks straight, something like that, or 10 weeks out of the 52 weeks. And those are some of the best moments I had in radio. She was such a bright light, funny as all get out. Y'all might remember her from the Cat Williams thing where they went viral, but don't remember her like that because she really should have cut his ass up because she's way funnier than I think she just was. I don't know what was going on that day, but she's hilarious and I miss her already. So big shout out to Giovanni and her family. And yeah, we love you, Wanda. So rest in peace, my love. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get to episode 105. It is what it is. Oh yeah, it is what it is. I'm tired of trying to make sense of everything that's going on. I really am. It is what it is. And I'm just going to handle it like that because you cannot make the stuff that is happening in our world up. You just can't make this stuff up. The troglodyte, Donald Dump, is at it again. Oh yeah, he is at it again. This man, a matter of fact, Tiffany, I want you to play this clip and then I'm gonna roast his ass.
He's gonna be a next president. I think Kamala, it's not gonna be high on her list. I don't think anything that we're talking about today is high on her list. The whole country is gonna be like, you wanna know the truth? It'll be like Detroit. Our whole country will end up being like Detroit if she's your president. You're gonna have a mess on your hands. She destroyed San Francisco. She destroyed, along with Newscomb, California. And we're not going to let her do that to this country. We're not going to let it happen.
Child, listen to me. The man was talking about Detroit in Detroit. Okay, let's just start there. And the reason that I named this episode It Is What It Is because I finally think that Harris Walls is finally fighting back with some of the Donald Dump tactics, okay? All right, that girl. Because the next day, and big shout out to the Harris Walls campaign, they came out with a commercial. They cursed in the commercial. Play that commercial, Tiffany.
They said we were dead.
Detroit waving the white flag, the city filing for bankruptcy.
That our best days were behind us. That living here is like
Living in hell.
But you know what we said? We said, F that. We rebuilt ourselves. We look out for each other, got our hands dirty, and put in the hard work. And this guy, he don't know anything about that. We are a city of winners, of up-and-comers, of builders, the Motor City. Bigger and better. Here, we believe in freedom. We don't bow down to nobody, and we never will. And so what Donald Trump doesn't understand, or care to learn, is that when he said,
our whole country will end up being like Detroit if she's your president,
that he should be so goddamn lucky.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Child, I'm so glad they clapped back with that commercial. And they cursed in it. It warmed my heart. You know, because you can't fight fire without fire sometimes. This man is out of control. Can you talk to me? Because I'm finna, girl, I'm about to start a militia.
Listen, he is out of control. And one of the things, I love the commercial, but I also love the fact that Obama was on the campaign trail this past weekend. And he basically, listen, he came out, he was like, yeah, I know y'all liked the economy when he was in office because it was my economy. I kind of wanted him to say, it's my fucking economy.
Bitch.
This motherfucker over here. Yeah, he trying to take some credit for some shit that it wasn't even his. You know, so I love when they can do it in a way that is relatable to everybody because I always taking the high road, so to speak, trying to act like you don't want to get dirty. No, he go low, what we do? Go to hell. That's what we got
to do. Dr. Sugar, she right though, because at the end of the day, this man is unhinged. You be saying I'm unhinged, but he is unhinged.
Listen, the unhinged is not comparable between you and he. This man has got to have a mental illness that is undiagnosed.
Yes.
If somebody has a DSM, please take it out. BB, take your DSM out and tell us what it is. Does he have personality disorder? Like, what is it? It's something.
I think so.
Here's the thing, not too much on Detroit, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, you in the city talking crazy about the city and these people didn't get you?
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of bulletproof life he's walking through, but he's got to be walking through something, because I'm just very much shocked. If you saying something so denigrating about a city in the city where the majority of the people are people of color, or what? How did he get out unscathed?
Yes, and not only how did he get out, and what up though to Detroit, we in this bitch, you know what I'm talking about?
Cardi's on.
But I just, even like the militias, y'all heard about the militias in North Carolina trying to block FEMA from bringing, like, he is literally causing all of this dysfunction. And ladies and gentlemen, he goes to these places, these rallies, and don't be talking about nothing he's gonna do for y'all. And he talking about evoking some law from the 1700s. Tiffany, read this to the nation, please.
Yes, the latest dump news is he's talking about bringing back the Aliens Enemy Act of 1798.
What the hell?
So basically what that talks about, yes, child, right after, look, still in slavery.
Right.
But what that basically talked about was any country that we're at war with, if their citizens are in this country, then we have a right under this act to throw them in jail and also deport them, whether they're here legally or not, because they're considered basically an enemy of the state.
Listen, and Sugar, this is unprecedented. We already know what comes with the 1700 word, and I ain't talking about the Declaration of Independence. It just gives big slavery energy. Help me, please.
The thing is, what he keeps doing is literally grasping at straws to try to get his supporters riled up. Because if they feel like they are superior, then he feels like they are supporting. So whenever he says things like this, that makes them tap into their superiority. And which, I mean, I don't mean no harm. I love everybody. Mm-hmm. But y'all not superior, babe.
In nothing.
You're not. In nothing. In no way, shape, or form. The only way that you're superior is that you keep on cheating on things. You keep on lying. You're doing it in, it's like whenever people steal, you know how they say it's theft by deception?
Yes.
You're superior by deception.
Come on, Sugar.
You're only superior by deception. Because, baby, you can never outdo a black woman, ever.
Hello? I
mean,
agree.
black men either, for sure. But I speak for myself as a black woman, protect black women, trust black women. You cannot outdo me ever in your life.
Yeah, and the biggest gag is his biggest supporters are the ones that the militia is blocking FEMA from. You know what I'm talking about? Florida. DeSantis, byproduct of the devil, is literally blocking aid to you. How are you still showing it? And where is the people that aren't with it though? See, this is the thing, and this is where it's getting tricky. Okay, white people, I'm talking to you. Where are the ones that there are some speaking out, big shout to you, but the majority of y'all can't be with this. And at least if you are voting for party, separate yourself with supporting him. Listen to what I'm saying. Speak out, because it's not gonna fare well in the long run. Y'all don't want no civil war because you're outnumbered. You keep talking about a civil war. Yeah, you might have access, but do you know what poor people do? They figure it out. And as much as you think these invisible walls are set up to protect you from crime and protect you from these things, you have to imagine if the grid goes down, it's up. And what are you going to do? And you need to speak out. You need to say what you're not down with. Here in Atlanta, Georgia, they wanted to make Buckhead a separate city, but the thing was so egregious and almost racial profiling. People stood up and said, no. But y'all, what are y'all doing? You have to be on the right side of history if you want to be a part of history. Or else we can see Donald Trump being the hierarchy, J.D. Vance being the lowerarchy, and I'm talking about strictly age. But you got DeSantis, you got Cruz, you got all these psychos in between that are still in office. And I'm going to repeat this again. We are less than, is it 20-something, like 20 days, 20-something days left to the election. On the ballot, ladies and gentlemen, we have 11 governor seats. The second most powerful office outside of the presidency. Then we have senators on the ballot. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all at stake November 5th. We also have 400 and something House of Representative seats. You want to see what's going on in your local and state communities? Come on. Y'all got to wake up, and it's driving me crazy because the rhetoric's not stopping. There's a whole news channel called Fox News that's dedicating the amplification of this bullshit. And yet we not speaking out. And I'm talking to my white brothers and sisters. Kendra, talk to me. I'm finna go left.
Listen, the chaos that Donald Trump brings, I remember his presidency. I don't ever remember any president having news conference as much as he did.
Yeah.
It's like he needed to talk. He needed the attention. He wanted to see certain things and just doing silly shit. Like,
right.
I don't know who would want this man back in office to go through another 4 years of something like that. And the fact that they're clapping at his rallies for things that they don't even understand. None of those people understood what the Alien Act was. Y'all clapping for some shit that could affect you, your loved ones, and anyone else.
Yes.
Who would want to do that besides a person that's messed up in the head? That man is psycho.
He's sick and he's dangerous. Sugar, come on, baby, because this danger is real. We 20-something days away from the election.
Like you were just talking about, I don't care if you affiliate with the Republican Party, but this particular person, supporting him, it's kind of like supporting your crazy cousin that don't know what they talking about, but you gonna make them the mayor of your city. You gonna make them the governor of your state. Baby, you see what I'm saying? You know that they a little off. You know that everybody has just made sure that they've been good because, they're a little off and they don't want to tick them off because they might do something crazy to the family. That's kind of what is happening, I feel. And like, okay, I don't know if y'all follow the Christleys, but Savannah Christley has really made me feel a way about all of this. And I don't typically talk directly about a person, but I'm going to say this. She is raising her biracial niece. And every time she gets on social media, she'll have on a I don't speak liberal shirt or a MAGA hat, like a blinged out MAGA hat. And the other day, I don't know why I still follow this girl. I don't know, but I do. And she had her niece with a MAGA hat on. Baby, she's black.
Wow.
She is a little black girl. I understand that she's being raised by white people, but when she is out in Nashville, when she's at that school acting a fool or whatever she's doing, not saying she's acting a fool at school,
right?
But if she does, they're going to be like, that little black girl. They're not going to say the little white girl. They're not going to say the little biracial. She's black. He does not care nothing about nobody but himself, and especially himself. But that includes white people. And no shade to anybody white who sees the right side of things, in Kenny Burns' voice. Be on the right side of history, Savannah.
Yeah.
You got a platform, sis. Don't be stupid out here just because you're trying to get your daddy pardoned. Okay, I'm done with that.
Yeah. Wow. DDG to Savannah Christley. You have a very interesting rabbit hole you go down when you get to searching on Instagram. You know what's crazy though, Sugar? Our forever president, Barack Obama, has been on the trail, like you mentioned, Kendra. And, it's just such a pleasure to hear him speak, right? And so I saw him in this room with black men. And this is part of what he had to say.
Part of it makes me think that, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president. And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for that. And so now you're thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody who has a history of denigrating you because you think that's a sign of strength, because that's what being a man is, putting women down. That's not acceptable.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is not acceptable. Who heard some negative anything? Matter of fact, you heard Kenny Burns call you niggas and coons for supporting Trump. That man said articulately that who are we as black men not to hear out our black women, not to respect our black women? He also said that she grew up like you. She went to a historically black college like you. What are you pushing back on? And I've said it here on the show many times, Kendra, and you know this. I know some black men dislike black women, and you can tell by the way they treat them. And if I'm saying it the way that I want to say it, because I want you to hear the words that are coming out of my mouth, but this man says it articulately and gives you bullet points on why you should not be thinking the way you're thinking, why you should not be sitting at home and or voting for him, because sitting at home is voting for him. So what is the disconnect? Because I don't understand this nigga mentality. It can't be the black man, not the black man who believes that black women will save the planet, not the black man who has worked his whole life to be seen, not the black man. You see, Steven Jackson, he done had the interview, was totally against it, and he just said it, but then found out he actually likes her. He actually gets it, but what wouldn't you get prior to that? Kendra, help me understand, because the journey to success, the fact that she went to a HBCU, the fact that so many black people you respect vouch for her, what else can we do?
I can't help you understand this at all, because I don't understand it. I don't even think they understand it. You came from a black woman.
Yes.
You were raised by a black woman. Like, I don't get this whole thing. You would rather vote for someone that have consistently showed you who they are and that they don't give a damn about you, rather than someone who has your best interest at heart. I don't get it. And we could have this conversation over and over and over again. I cannot wrap my mind around it.
Yes, well, we're going to have it until November 4th. And then after November 4th, Sugar, we're going to keep talking about this. What you got to say, baby?
Well, I just don't understand it either. But the things that kind of surface at the top of my mind is a lack of control, or feeling like they need to relinquish control, or feeling like they don't want a woman telling them what to do. I don't understand that, because we just don't need to have that mindset. It's not about not allowing a woman to lead or whatever. I slightly kind of understand how a person would have a little bit of an issue, because people on a day-to-day basis are always like, I'd rather work for a man than a woman. Yeah. Okay. I'd rather work for a person that has done their work. I'd rather work for a person that is sound in their mind. Yes. I don't care if it's a woman or a man. If a woman is insecure, I don't want to work for her. If a man is insecure, I don't want to work for him, because I already know how I arrive. And if I arrive bigger than them, they're going to think it's a problem.
Yes,
babe, I don't want your job.
Yeah.
I just want to do what I need to do and keep rolling. I can't dim my light. I literally just told somebody in class today, I said, listen, love, stop dimming your light. You don't have to dim your light in order for other people's light to shine. If they don't want to catch up, you're going to be ahead. Yeah. So I think that's what I want to say to black men. Stop dimming your light. You don't have to act like you don't want a black woman to help you out. We love you. We know we want what is best for you. We know what is best for you. It may be the delivery that we need to soften up. Maybe. I don't know. But y'all going to have to back up a little bit and let the real person that needs to be in office be in office. You think you won't. Okay, here's the other thing. I just thought about this.
You're preaching, child. You don't want PK.
Yeah, no, this is not that. But here's the problem. Some people think white is right.
Yeah, that's
when they get to a certain place, when they get to a certain tax bracket, when they get to a certain accessibility, they think white is right no matter how stupid it is.
Yes.
White is not always right.
That's brainwashing, and we've been brainwashed so long to believe that authority looks like this. But this is also going back to selective hearing. Black folk, y'all hear what y'all want to hear. Y'all can have somebody saying it to you, just like we are today on the Kenny Burns Show, and you still gonna choose to hear the other shit. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to get into something that is frightening, right? You know, it is what it is, and it's gonna continue to be rhetoric. It's gonna continue to be people spreading lies and misinformation. Now, I want Tiffany to read y'all. I ain't even gonna get a cite, no energy, because I don't believe it all the way, but I have heard this particular thing before. Tiffany, read this thing about JayZ.
The statement being read is not in no way, shape being endorsed by the Kenny Burns Show.
Facts.
But this is a false statement going around that's saying JayZ has $3.5 billion. His cousin reportedly asked for $4,800 and he said no. To put that in perspective, the post says that'd be the equivalent of someone who made $50,000 a year being asked to give a dime.
What in the fiznae is going on? And what in the fiznae does that have to do with anything? And the reason I wanted the clip read is because I I don't give a fuck how much money I got. If you're an inconsistent motherfucker, if you are here on the weekends only, if you are here when it's a good time, if you only show up when you want something, I don't care if I got $3 trillion and you want $2. Cause some of y'all ain't shit. And the biggest problem with that is a lot of you motherfuckers don't give nothing back. Oh, you's a asking motherfucker. You's a hinting motherfucker. Oh, you stay with the, oh, you got that? Oh man, I used to want to do it. You always suggesting, hinting, or asking. You got to go. And I'm sorry. It don't even matter no more. It ain't even trying to be thoughtful. It ain't even trying to understand your circumstances no more. You just ain't shit and you don't deserve nothing.
You don't deserve nothing, you don't get nothing.
The problem I have with this, Kenny and Kendra and Tiff, since Tiff keep making appearances today. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
The problem I have with this, you got to get out of people's pockets.
Get your hand out of my pocket.
I don't care how much money I got. If I don't want to give it to you, I'm not giving it to you regardless. I don't care what nobody thinks about me. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care if you think, oh, she thinks she better than me. Well, if you think that, then so be it, baby. I count the coins that come out of my pocket to go anywhere. So it's my choice whether I give something to anybody. And secondly, like Kenny said, I don't like folks begging. And dry begging is even worse. Well, I used to like McDonald's. Well, just tell me what your order is. Don't be saying all of that.
It's been so long, brother, I forgot what food tastes like anymore.
Man, you know what? I wouldn't even worry about it.
No, why not?
Because it still tastes the same.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't like that. Like, just don't, quit being weird, period.
You stop being weird. And Kendra, it just be crazy because it also be people you don't know. When I see somebody in my DM asking me for something that I do not know, it is disheartening because you have the audacity to ask me for something knowing I don't know you and you not willing to go work for yourself. Why would I reply? Why would I help? Now, if I'm driving on the street like I did, I took my niece, big shout out to Zuri Burnett. She's at Spelman College. I love her so much. Light so bright, and I'm coming to you, Ken. But we driving back from breakfast at Barnes. I'm taking her back to campus, and I saw a lady in a tent with a child, 5, 6 years old. Damn right I want to give her whatever's in my pocket because you don't want to see things like, but you begging motherfuckers that are probably going to each person in your scroll log asking, or because you know this person does great work. I had somebody ask me after the breast cancer award thing I did this weekend, child. It's like, because I'm in giving mood or I'm hosting somebody's event, like Ponchos is trying to help these kids with after school programs. Just because I'm in this weekend, I've been giving a lot. You gonna ask? You's a timely motherfucker, boy. Kendra, talk to me because I need my gun noises. What my gun noises at?
I feel that because don't ask me for shit, okay? And I think that's I don't get DMs asking me for a motherfucking thing. Do not call me, don't count my pockets. And one of the things, like, even if you close to me and you ask me for some money, I'm gonna give you what I don't have to have back.
Oh yeah,
because
I don't loan no money.
If you don't give it back, guess what? Sometimes I don't care that you don't give it back because that means your ass ain't asking me for shit else. You out because you didn't even pay the other loan back. But dry snitching, like y'all said, begging, like, I just don't understand how people, they be like, oh, well, you have this and you have that. Yeah, I have it because I work for it. And not only that, you can do the same thing. We all come from the same place.
Yes.
We all have the same ability, the same 24 hours in a day.
Come on.
Now, because I utilize mine to make some money and you utilize yours to go have fun or spend some money or mismanage money, whatever the fuck you got going on, don't jump in my DM.
Amen.
I love it when you curse. It's sexy. It's sexy, Ken. But you know what's crazy too? I really feel this in my spirit, y'all, because you ain't got no more chances with me. That's why I don't loan money. I'm gonna give you the money. If you my partner or I fuck with you, I feel it in my spirit, I'm gonna give it. I don't even want no return. Cause the next time you come back and ask, that's how I'm judging you. Oh, you got tricked. You thought you was tricking me. You thought I was gonna be a trick.
Little motherfucker gonna try to rob me.
Oh, okay, I got you. I cut you clean off. Then you be confused, like, what did I do? Bitch, you asked the wrong question twice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to live from the comment section, Tiffany gave this one to me, y'all. This is not in my spirit to talk about, but it's a great thing to kind of like address. We all know Kayla Nicole, who used to date Travis Kelce, all right? This is before Travis became a Swiftie. And it was some ramblings about what happened in their relationship, and we ain't gonna get all in that because we don't care. But she was recently on somebody's platform talking about how she ain't going 50-50 in so many words. Is that right, Tiffany? And I want to talk about the 50-50 rule, okay? Because if you ain't willing to go 50-50 in a relationship, you don't want one. Oh yeah, sizzle in your spit. I hope that just digest and give you diarrhea. Oh yeah, I want you to shit on yourself. I'm sorry, it's nasty, but you motherfuckers are delusional. You really be thinking you not in a relationship because, oh, I ain't found the right. No, you not willing to compromise. If you find a real one, man or woman, in down times, they gonna lift you up. If you find a real one, man or woman, and you ain't got it this week, they gonna support you till you do got it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not willing to share, and Kendra, I'm coming to you because you're the resident married person on this thing. But the thing I'm trying to say is that you can't expect 100% from somebody if you ain't willing to give it.
Listen, relationships are work. And you can't just sit there and think laying on your back is going to get you what you need.
Come on, lay on your back.
It's not all about, finances.
On your knees.
Yeah, on your knees now.
Everybody's unhinged except me.
But I'm just saying, however you think that's how you get what you get in a relationship, you're totally wrong.
Facts.
It takes work from both partners. Your significant other needs your support just like you need their support, whatever that support may be. Now, if you don't want to financially contribute, that's between you and your partner, if that's what you come up with. But just being somebody's mate, just thinking, oh, I'm cute, so I ain't got to do shit, but be here. No, girl, are you cleaning the house? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
This thing of a trophy wife or whatever is going on, I think that's kind of whack. But also, you know what else is whack? Is if that's how you go into a relationship thinking they're going to provide for you 100%, and then that nigga leave, and then you stuck with nothing.
Come on.
What do you have for yourself? You have no bank account. You have no resources. You have to be willing to make sure that you're okay, whether someone is there or not.
Yes, honey. Sugar, what you think? Because I'm seeing the worst in human beings these days.
I think that people have too many conversations about what they do in their relationships publicly. I think that what works for your relationship is what works for your relationship.
Come on.
Now, I'm not married yet, but what I'm not going to do is have a roommate situation, okay?
Come on.
So I'm not getting ready to Venmo you my part of the mortgage. Like, I don't understand that. We were literally talking about that the other day. People really just be Venmoing house expenses, and it's public because they don't make their Venmo private.
Wow.
And you see that they sending it to their husband. I don't care how you do things, whether you have a joint bank account, whether you have two separate bank accounts. What works for your family is what should work for you. And it really should not be public. When people say 50-50, I think we really have to know what their definition of it is. Because my immediate definition that comes to my mind is the mortgage is $3,500 and I'm sending you $1,750. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I get it.
But that's what I mean. I mean effort. When I say 50-50, it gotta be I'm willing to do whatever I have to do. And trust me, money, y'all think money be the root of all evil in relationships? No, it be your unwillingness to accept your partner for who they are. And you always be trying to compete and compare. That's not a relationship. So that's what I mean by effort. You cannot. It ain't money. Listen, money will tear your relationship up if you're lazy and ain't doing shit. Somebody should leave your motherfucking ass. But let me tell y'all something for real. We about to get into these live from the comment section, and I'm coming to you first, Kendra, but you can't really expect somebody to value you if you don't value the relationship. I'm not talking about yourself. You clearly think you high, what that girl say, you high value ladies, or you high value, you high net worth acting late. No, you don't value me. You can't put me before you sometime. That's what you're saying. You're not lifting a finger. You don't have to do nothing but be cute. That sex shit go out the window way before you think it does in these relationships, y'all. Everybody want hot baby oil on your balls and all types of wild shit. You know what I'm saying? But that shit goes away. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Live from the Comment section.
Last week we was talking about what's real and what's not. Miss Angel commented on one of your videos because I didn't have that many not, you know.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, Miss Angel, she said, real, absolutely not. Social media is only what you want to share. Don't make it real. It is perception. This was me and you having a conversation about Chloe and Haley. So it's true. It's going to show you what they want you to see. And then also some of these things that people are showing you on social media don't belong to them. They're rented vehicles, rented clothes, these social media influencers, whatever is going on. So even if you see it with your own eyes, that doesn't mean that it's realistic. Perception, again, is subjective. I know people probably think I'll be out and about and doing all kind of things, but I don't. I am literally always in the house. But perception will lead you to believe that Kendra be out in the streets, and she don't.
Okay, round of applause for not being out in the streets. All right, Dr. Sugar, where's your live from the comment section?
My live from the comment section is also from one of your videos because don't nobody interact with me. Y'all, I need you to say something on my little comments, please, so I can stop looking for, let me see what they said to Kenny Burns. Okay, so Vitamin C01 said, seriously, y'all, the last time the temperature was this hot, President Obama was running. The same thing said, same lies about not being black. A white person determining who's black is effing hilarious. I mean, the entire playbook verbatim. Don't you get tired of your bull? Okay, I agree. And it really is crazy that the rhetoric is literally repeated. Y'all don't see that it's the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. We don't have to fall for the same play, just like in a football game. If they still running the same play and you still missing coverage, that's your fault. So make sure that you are a part of the political process and do your part. So don't let it be your fault. That's all I got.
Come on. You fellas, did you hear the football analogy? Huh? Sundays at her house, you got fucking bespoke cocktails, you got fucking recipes, and she know what she talking about in the fucking screen.
Kenny, Jesus.
Yes, unhinged for Jesus.
Don't put my Jesus in this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have a live from the comment section, but I don't know what it is because Tiffany gets them. Tiffany Hamilton Burns, can you please read the comment for the nation?
Yes, you actually have 2 comments today. The first one comes from Instagram, and it is from Sincerely Jamara. And she said, I agree. And this was in regards to the video that you had last week speaking about you refused to believe that your era didn't have any superheroes and everybody was fallible.
Yes, Jesus help us.
So she said, I agree. Yet we gotta be able to forgive everything, especially if you serve time and get reformed, at least as a Christian. Now, you still doing crimes, that's a different thing. We're okay with war and the death penalty, but draw the line at murder when it's all heinous and unacceptable, period. Please note, I'm not supporting criminals at all. I'm supporting change and forgiveness.
And we are supporting change and forgiveness here at the Kenny Burns Show, as long as you're not a pedophile, a murderer that repeats murdering, or anybody that supports Donald Trump. All right, do we have any more? Is that it?
The second one is nothing but love, of course.
Okay, we need a little love.
Yes, we are. And Pablo from YouTube said, what's real? The dream is real. TKBS.
Come on.
Love y'all.
Come on, Pablo. The dream is real. And now it's time for As the World Turns with Kenny Burns. Ladies and gentlemen, the mad scientist is at it again. That's right. Elon Musk has created the Tesla Terminator. If you don't believe me, look. He unleashed thousands of them this weekend to a welcoming crowd that didn't realize that they were coming to take your spot. And I'm not talking about your old school Jetson robot.
Hi, how may I help you?
No! These motherfucking robots were speaking like your spouse.
What?
Yeah, They can emulate voices and they pay attention to what you need and are feeling. And I want to tell you, wife, I want to tell you, husband, they will communicate with your significant other better than you in a matter of a time. Yes, a matter of a time. I'm talking about 2030. Oh yeah, the Tesla Terminator's coming for your spouse. And without a doubt, he will have skin or she will have skin by then. You heard Slim Thug? I know he be high, but sometimes he be right. So stop supporting this mad scientist or you too. Yes, you will become John or Sarah Connor.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Oh my God.
Okay, tell everybody to like and share the Kenny Burns Show on all platforms. And Kendra, tell them what we believe here at the Kenny Burns Show.
The dream
is real. The dream is real.